that awesomely tough, impossible lick in the third movement, of the Hummel, that stumps just about everybody and weeds out people from playing the third movement of the Hummel. We all know what we're talking about. So I actually played Hummel in our concert band at Austin P. Also played it on my senior recital. Have I been playing it every day since then? No. So I am not the master of the Hummel right now and the last movement, but I can teach the Hummel because I actually have performed it. I had it perfected and in the style as best as anybody you can think of. Maurice Andre, in fact, that's who I really studied with his recordings, not live, to really hear his style, his pacing, and his phrasing, and everything else, articulation. So, but no, I've been going to, no, I've been doing other things besides the Hummel over the last so many years. However, this is a trumpet lesson, a classical trumpet lesson, to point you in the right direction and give you some tips and tricks on how you might be able to accomplish the only lick in the Hummel, the entire Hummel, all three movements, that will keep you from playing the entire concerto. We already know what that is. You just saw me do it. And let's break it down. It's a bunch of turns and mordents, and eventually, after the hard lick, there's some trills. But we have, start on an A. Hopefully you have the music in front of you. Okay, now you can probably play it that slow, right? So how do you go from there to 138, 144 and make it sound good? Well, obviously you need to practice it a couple times slow, just like I did, very deliberate. What can you do next? Well, the next thing you could do is to leave out the mordent. What if you left that out? So you need to go through and practice it that way. Kind of slow like I did. You can go a little slower. Sorry. That was single tongue. Now you can go back and do the same thing, double tongue. Okay, now you can go back slower, all K tongue. That was all K tongue. What else can you do? Well, you can add back the mordent, but switch hands. Instead of, why don't you switch hands and hold the horn with the right hand? Uh-oh. Now you're going to play with your left hand really slow. Pop those valves down hard. You'll do that several times slow. Strive for perfection, especially when you have the left hand out. Now, the mordent tends to be between C and E on the whole thing, right? might not get the work on the trill. You really got to get, in fact, I'm not even up to my best on that one. Work on the trill from C to E. Spend a couple, 2 or 3 minutes perfecting that trill, even, clarity, intonation, and speed. Get that down. That's part of the mordent that you're doing. If you can't isolate that and do that, if you can't do that, then how can you expect to do it in the context of the most difficult lick in the Hummel? What's the other thing you can do? Now you can make things tough on yourself, and you can do the mordent with no valve. So it ends up being a minor third mordent. How would that be? How would that sound? So you're actually doing the mordent with no valve. Now it doesn't sound appropriate and musical for this piece, but that's a tool. You're not actually going to do that, obviously, in the performance. But by doing that with your lips, you're making things harder, and you're getting that flexibility set so you can add in the right mordent with the trill. So those are the things that I did. Those are the things that I've taught other students who are working on the Hummel with great success. The last thing is to be able to do this. To turn around. And be able to do the whole thing confidently without looking at the music. All right? I'm confident that if you practice the Hummel Concerto most difficult lick with intent, with focus and concentration, and employ the various techniques and gamuts, you will get the Hummel technique up to speed 138, 144. I'm Kurt Thompson, and I'll catch you in the next one. Please go over to Patreon, become a supporter, support my channel and my work and what I'm doing. I really need your help. Thank you so much. This is Kurt Thompson.